Good morning, Helen. How you going?
I feel really good.
Good,
Thank
good. Just wanted to just touch base with you about how you went with our second module of our breathwork training up until the last week. I think it finished just under 2 weeks ago. And yeah, I just sort of curious to sort of if your life has changed anything, like in terms of the way you feel every day or your nervous system or yeah, just what main changes would you say you've noticed since doing, sort of more intensive breathwork sessions with us?
So it was completely different to module one.
Yep.
After module one, I was really emotive, um,
Mm.
huge shifts. I came back really quite angry and determined to change some stuff. Like I was really, oh, module two was completely different. Like I came back really relaxed. I just feel like I've really shifted down. And I think, yeah, I feel it's around setting up boundaries with people. And
Right.
I've just been finding that a lot easier. So I've just come back and I'm not as heightened. I'm really, yeah, quite relaxed.
Ah. Yeah. So in terms of your interpersonal relationships with family, friends, there's a lot more ease or something, and there's also a better boundary setting so people aren't intruding into your life so much, or
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
I feel like for me, it was more around my relationship with myself.
Right.
It's actually my relationship with myself that's improved,
Yeah.
and that's on effect. So, um, yeah, then I found it really easy to set up boundaries with people, but it feels really easy now because I used to really
Mm.
struggle. Um, and I just feel, yeah, more at ease and I just feel happier in myself.
Yeah. Okay, great. And so in terms of like doing the actual breathwork session or the training with us, how would you, I mean, we just did a module called Love, Sex, and Death. Like, how would you, do you want to give me a bit of like insight into how you felt around those topics a little bit and, like how some of the breathwork sessions actually were? Like, could you be able to delve into that a little bit for me?
So, in terms of love, which was the first that we did, I felt, oh, that's because I give a lot of love. Uh,
Mm.
Interesting. I don't take a lot of love. I don't accept a lot of love.
Ah, okay, yep.
It was huge in the sessions. Yeah, even in my heart, I could feel it. I was just always like the in breath. I couldn't get that in breath. I was really good at doing the out breath because
Yeah.
that's what that. But yeah, so there was an absolute shift, and I feel that was a lot around self love, which I thought when I went in there, I thought, oh, this is going to be my love for other people. So it blew me away that it was actually, well, in order to truly love other people, I've got to love
Mm.
myself. That's how I've sort of analysed it afterwards. But during it, it was really beautiful. It was all, um, yeah, yeah,
Mm.
loving.
When I first sort of, you were in the first module, there was quite a lot of, yeah, emotion and sort of in your body. Like it was very, you were quite highly charged when you arrived. Yeah. And I had a sense that your life was, very, it was a bit more fragile or something like in that moment anyway. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It had been getting probably in the last. Oh, look, it's so difficult because of COVID.
Mm.
Uh, I was just there. I knew something wasn't right, even physically and mentally. And I just kept going and seeing the doctor and saying I'm not feeling right. They kept saying it's COVID, and they kept sort of brushing it off and going, oh, it's because we're isolating. And in Melbourne, we isolated a lot more, and so they're like, so it was sort of not fobbed off, but yeah, and I just knew
Mm.
something. It was like something was brewing, and it was just the right time when I
Yeah.
found you because I was at bursting point. I thought I can't continue. I'm just so unhappy. Something's just not. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just not. Um, yeah, so it was just the right. Everything just fell into place. It was the right timing. I think I explained in module 1, I felt like a dam that was bursting. Like I
Uh-huh.
just, you could poke me and tears would just squirt out of my eyes. I was like, I had so much, yeah, inside that needed to be released.
Mm. Yeah, great. And in terms of like your sleep patterns and things like that, are you sleeping well and how's that going?
Much better. Yeah,
Yeah,
really good. I often would sleep 4 hours a night. So I'd sort of
right.
two my bedtime, and depending on if I had to get to work in the office, it would be 6 a.m. But sometimes I could sleep till 8 if it was working from home.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I am tired by 9:30 now. Like 9:30,
Wow.
I'm like, I'm done. I've got to go to bed.
So Helen, I just want to talk to you about like the issue of perfectionism and making mistakes in your life. How does that, you've sort of talked about shame in the past. How does that relate to your shame around things that have happened in your past?
There's been a massive shift in that, and that was more from module 1.
Yeah.
Uh, I had all my life, I've had so much shame, and it's around family secrets and things not allowed to be spoken about. Look, there's a lot of, it's layered. Um,
Yeah.
it's something that's come up a lot, and a lot in talking therapies. They're like, I don't, they say, where's this shame coming from? Since module 1, I feel like 99% of that has just left me. It's just left my body. So in terms of my perfection, because I'm an absolute perfectionist, will stay up till all hours, trying to get my work exactly right. It's had such a significant impact, and I think that's having a flow-on effect for my entire life. Oh, sorry.
So,
See?
yeah, yeah.
Got to turn my phone off. um, it's had a huge flow-on effect in my life. So my work-life balance is better. And I think that's around, setting up boundaries with people, and not being ashamed of that, and not being ashamed to say I can't do something. I can't do it. I'm sorry, I can't actually do that. I would never do that. I'd go off and I'd try to Google how to do it, because I'd never, I felt the shame around not.
Uh,
So it's just had this huge flow-on effect.
uh,
So now, if I make a mistake, it's like I'm able to laugh it off and go, sorry. Whereas before, I would feel shame over a minor mistake.